Yo, what up? It's your girl, Doris Candy, aka ASAP Doris, in the building. You know who it is. Because I just told you. What's up? Hopefully everyone's been having an awesome week. My week was alright. Just motherfucking alright. But hopefully yours was phantasmic. Anyways, so I had mentioned a story in my last video about some shit that had happened on my birthday a couple years back. And being that my birthday is in like 2 weeks, I decided it's time for the world to hear this story about me and my situation. So, as humans, we have a tendency, when we have situations, to not see our role in it all the time. You know, when people tell stories, they have a tendency to blame. And I mean, I'm a repeat offender of that shit, you know what I mean? I mean, honestly, the most selfless person in the world, I'm pretty sure, has had a few selfish moments in a situation. You know, I feel like I've grown as I've gotten older, and I've kind of learned to look at situations and see my role in them, like how I could have done something differently, or how I was just being a fucking asshole and I warranted the reaction that I got. But wasn't always like this. Like, I'm a founding member of the Scumbag Society. Like, I'm not only a member, I'm a fucking president. So, this is a story about that. This is a story about maybe not seeing all of my role in it, but I mean, it was mostly, like, not even all my fault. You'll see. You'll see. Be a judge. Let me know. I'm gonna leave the comments open this time. Maybe. I don't know, because I'm fucking sensitive, as I found out tonight. That's another story. I'm not even gonna get into that. Anyways, here's my story about this right now. So, submitted for the approval of the Scumbag Society. I like to call this story, It's My Birthday. I can fall if I want to. Anyways, so, this happened about 4 years ago. Yes, 4 years ago. It's maybe like a month or so before my birthday. I'm on Instagram. I don't know. I'm on some gay page. That sounds terrible. Like it's not like I was out looking for vagina. It was just like the page is catered towards gay people. Like it's an LGBT friendly page. I don't know how to make it sound better. It's whatever. It was a gay page. Fuck it. It was. It's not like it was a gay page. Anyway, so I see a post and this really pretty girl says some shit that like catches my attention, and it was something relevant and smart. So I was like, okay, shit, I'm gonna go ahead and follow her. And I go to her page. Come to find out, she's actually like filming, and she's a Wild 'N Out girl. And I'm like, okay, I accept that. She's good. So when I follow you, I am not a ghost follower. I don't follow you just to look at you. I'm gonna be interactive. Like, if I like some shit, I'ma like some shit. If I want to say something, I'm gonna say something. And it's all good, right? Because that's what you're supposed to do. It's social media, not look at you and fucking be weird and just pass by your post media. I have like 500 followers. The only people that like my page are the motherfuckers I went to high school with. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Just know that. Anyway, so I'm just letting y'all know I'm an active follower. So I don't even know how her and I actually ended up interacting with each other. But like I said, you know, I say something, she says something back. And you know, I'm just trying to keep it going. So anyways, by the way, this girl lives in New York. That's gonna make sense. So I don't know how we got on the topic, but she ended up coming out here. Well, she's going to come out here, and when she's coming out here, it's the same weekend as my birthday. So I'm like, oh shit, that's awesome. That's the same weekend as my birthday, man. We should turn up together. Mind you, I have no plans for my birthday. I don't know what I'm doing. Honestly, I've been booked for a show. That's about all I have planned out. That's all. But anyways, of course I'm making it like a big fucking deal. I'm like, yeah, man, you know, we gonna do something, turn up with the homies or whatever, but you should be there. And she's like, oh, yeah, that'd be awesome. Like, I'm not doing anything that night. I should be free, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, yeah, cool. You know, honestly, at that point, I'm just taking it as a grain of salt. I'm like, this girl ain't about to come chill with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's got better things to do. But I appreciate the fact that she acknowledged it and she did say yes. That's cool. So, honestly, there's no pressure. None. So, a couple days go by and she makes this cute little post or whatever. So, me being the interactive follower that I am, I hit it. And I'm like, oh man, where were you at when I was in New York? Blah, blah, blah. Trying to be cute, trying to be adorable, doing me. And she hits me back and she's like, oh, I've been right here. But no worries, because we going to turn up for your birthday, right? I'm going to be in LA. We going to chill, whatever, whatever. I'm like, girl, you so cute. Like, I just thought it was bomb that she brought it up again. She remembered, even though, like I said, she probably has no plans hanging out with me. None. But, like an hour later, she actually leaves her phone number on one of my pictures. And she's like, hey, let's text and get to know each other before we meet. Nigga, I'm feeling like Rocky at the top of them stairs in Philly. I'm so juiced. I'm like, yo, she really wants to chill. Like, yo, this is baby's number. Like, I got that. Like, of course, like, I'm telling my niggas, like, yo, look at her. Look at me. Look at this number. I'm about to text her. It's gonna be all good. So, of course, the first time I text her, she doesn't answer. I hate that shit. Fuck. But yeah, she didn't answer first text. I'm like, alright, whatever. This was just on the internet anyway. I'm not hurt. I was devastated. I was like, damn, all that? And then you're not gonna answer my text? Like, what the fuck? I didn't ask for your fucking number. I didn't make it an issue. What? But anyways, she ends up texting me later. I'm fucking dramatic sometimes, dog. I can't help it. So she ends up texting me later, and like, we're talking back and forth, and everything is good. Like, she's not texting all the time, but just enough. So I like Catfish. I watch the show all the time, and I talk mad shit, yo. Like, I be going in on them peoples, man, because they're so dumb. It's like, come on now. It's like the 2000s. Like, if a motherfucker can't FaceTime you, what country are they in? What planet are they on? You know what I mean? Like, it's just too many. So, my friends start putting things in my head too. Like, what if she's a catfish? What if she's not who she says she is? What if she doesn't exist? And I'm like, fuck, you was right. So now I'm paranoid. So now I'm doing all this background Google searching. And to be honest with you, I haven't been in that many relationships, so I haven't really had to be like a private eye for anyone, so I'm not really doing that good of a job. Part of me is just like, whatever, I don't care. Just, ugh, God. I started thinking about the episodes, and it really started making me paranoid. So, I kind of started like hitting her up more often and trying to get pictures, and then I started trying to FaceTime her. I tried to FaceTime her, she wouldn't FaceTime back. She kept like denying it, and I'm like, oh shit, this is some really, really big white chick in fucking Nebraska playing the fuck out of me, B. But she hit me back and she was like, I'm busy. She's like, honestly, I'm so sorry, I'm working, I'm filming, I can't FaceTime you right now. I had to be honest. I was like, yo, are you a catfish? She's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I said, for real, like, are you who you say you are? Because if you're not, like, let's just end this now. Like, I don't have time for this. Like, I'm gonna be mad embarrassed. Yo, my friends are never gonna let me let this down. She's like, you're tripping balls. She was like, I'm working. She was like, I promise you, it's me. So she ends up sending me, like, pictures of her at home. I mean, nothing that would really prove anything. I mean, especially after seeing, like, the newer episodes of Catfish. Like, this ain't shit. But it kind of made me feel a little more comfortable. She sent me like a picture of her at her friend's house. He had like mad weed on the table. I'm like, that means nothing. And I actually got my first nudie. It's a nudie, right? It's the sex when it's just the dirty talk. Nudie is the naked picture. So yeah, I got my first nudie. Like, she sent that to me. I was like, God, you are such a selfless human being. Like, you're a fucking saint. Thank you for this. And she's like, you're not going to have this all over the internet. And I'm like, no, but I am going to show all my friends. Duh. Well, I didn't tell her that. I said I wasn't going to show nobody. I did, though. I showed mad people. No, I'm just kidding. Not mad people. Just my friends. I don't have... You know what? I showed people. Let's just leave it at that. Her face wasn't in it. Her face wasn't in it. So stop fucking looking at me like that. When you're young, you do dumb shit. Do not judge me. Anyways, so now it's come to the night that we're supposed to hang out. Now, this is the fucking plan. I'm supposed to wait for my friend Carrie, because I do nothing without Carrie when it comes to my comedy. She's like my good luck. So wait for my friend Carrie to come from her kids' performance. We'll call him my brother-in-law. It's my best friend's little sister's boyfriend. They're close enough like family, so we'll just call him my brother-in-law. Wait for my brother-in-law to get there. Hop in the shower, leave, go pick this girl up, then go to my show, because I have a show on my birthday. I am the headliner, because it's my birthday. And then we're supposed to go to this place called My Thai in Long Beach and celebrate with everyone the birth of Daisy, Maisie, ASAP. Right, that's the plan. So, spend the day with my brother-in-law. He's trying to find shit to wear. I already have shit to wear because I ordered my shirt off the internet and it came 3 days ago. So I'm fine. And I've already bought shoes. Shoes are always the main thing. And I didn't have a hat because I didn't think I could wear a hat to my tie. So I look like an asshole. I was in like a weird growing my hair backstage, and you know when it's in that part where it's like it's not long enough to do anything, but it's also short enough not to do anything. Weird stage. So I'm with him. We spend way too much time looking for, I swear he only bought a shirt. So we spent way too much time looking for that shirt. So I rush home, tell him, hey, go home, wash your ass, get ready, come back immediately, nigga, like immediately. So, come home, my best friend's mom cooked, because you know, it's your birthday, you get your favorite meal. I like egg rolls. She makes wonderful egg rolls. Actually, everything she makes is great. So, I'm eating my egg rolls. I'm fucking shoving that shit down my throat. And you know, of course, it has all the other Chinese foods that go with it. And I'm eating it really, really fast, and I'm not eating that much. I hop in the shower. As I'm hopping in the shower, she sends me a picture of her curling her hair, talking about, I'm getting ready, I can't wait. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, we're running a little late. We're running super late. Now, Carrie has gone to her kid's performance. She's offered to let me take her car, go pick this girl up, and then come back and get her after my performance. But no, you never put anyone before your friends, especially some girl that I've never met before that could be a really big white woman from Nebraska. So I'm like, no, you go to your kid's performance, then you come back and you get me, because friends don't leave friends behind, and you're more important than her. I love you. So that's where we're at with that. I hop in the shower. I get done pretty quickly. Carrie ends up coming back early. She ends up getting back early from her kid's performance. I'm like, all right, God's shining down on me a little bit. This is going okay. So I call Prince. This is my brother-in-law. I call Prince. I'm like, hey man, where you at? He's like, I'm literally just coming down the street. I'll be there in a second. All right. Now, mind you, this dude lives damn near down the street. Like, honestly, it would take me 10 minutes to walk from my house to his house if I'm running 5 minutes. So I'm like, all right, God's still shining, because he's down the street. 20 minutes later, he pulls up. I'm like, dog, what street were you down? Because you couldn't have been at your house, my nigga, because you would have been here 20 minutes ago. He's like, oh, yeah. I was like, you know what? I don't have time. Let's just fucking get in the car and go. So, by now, this girl's already tripping balls. Like, where are you? Why are you not here? Like, you said you were just running a little late. It's a lot of bit late. And I'm like, bitch, I know it's a lot of bit late. Like, I know. So, we're on our way. Mind you, we're coming from Bellflower, going to fucking Hollywood. If you don't live in LA and you don't know that distance, it's basically far as fuck. And you have to factor in LA traffic. So we've got that going for us. So finally we get to where her hotel is at. Can't find the hotel at first. And when I say get to where it's at, I mean just the area. Because like I said, we can't find the hotel at first. So, don't find it. I'm hitting her up. I'm like, hey, is this your hotel? Blah, 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 blah. Like, it's here, right? She's like, well, I left the hotel because I was waiting for you. So now I'm at the cantina on Sunset. Awesome. Fucking sweet. So we go to Sunset, and we pass the cantina about 4 times before we get to it. It's crazy because now every time I go on Sunset, that's all I see is the fucking cantina. Anyways, finally, we stop. I go in. I'm looking for her. None of these people look like her. So you know what's going through my head. It's a fucking catfish. This bitch catfish me. It's one of these people in here. And it was a lot of dudes. I was like, I'm fucked. It's my birthday and this is what you're gonna do to me? Yeah. So I go outside. Like I said, I'm tripping balls. So I'm texting her like, you're not in here. Are you in the bathroom? Are you in the restroom? Because I went in there too. I didn't see you. I didn't see you. But I look across the street. And then there's this little petite, pretty girl walking with like 5 guys. There she was. She comes up. And I was just so excited that she's who she said she was. And she looks just like she does in the picture. She was actually cuter than her pictures. I'm like, yes! But I'm also like, hey, can you hurry up and get in the car? Because we really got to get to my show. Yeah. So, all the niceties, yada, yada, yada. I'm D. Nice to meet you. I'm blah, blah, blah. Nice to meet you. All right, cool. And I'm like, wow, you kind of got an attitude. What's wrong with you? Yes, I did. I asked her. I said, what's wrong? Are you okay? And she rolls her eyes and she's like, well, she had like a belly button piercing. She's like, the ball in my piercing fell out. And for you people who don't have piercings, hers was an in-threaded one. So that means that it couldn't just be any random ball. It had to be the one with the end thread, which is much better for you if you have a piercing because it doesn't irritate it. Makes it last longer. The more you know. So I'm like, well, it's fine. I was like, we can stop by a piercing shop because I was at the Pig and Whistle on Hollywood Boulevard. And you know that shit is lined with tattoo and piercing shops. So I'm like, you'll be golden, pony boy. Chill out. We go to 2. Neither one of those have the piercing piece that she needs, so she's still in a stank ass mood. And now my mood is fading too, and I'm just like, oh god, you're so pretty, but you're really bringing me down. And I have a performance, so I'm really not loving the energy right now. So I go into the Pig and Whistle. My friends are already parking the car. They come in, she's standing in the doorway. And like I said, we're fucking balls deep in lateness. And it doesn't matter though, because I'm the headliner, which is good. So that means I go last, for you who don't know. I don't drink before I perform. Well, now I do because I'm a little more comfortable on stage. But I mean, I don't get tossed, but I might have like a beer, or I might be drinking a beer like while I'm waiting. But back then I didn't drink at all before my performances because my theory is if I go up there and I mess up, I want it to be my fault, not the alcohol's fault. I don't want anything to blame it on but me. But my friend was there and he's like, hey, what's up, man? It's your birthday. Here, have this beer that's like this fucking big. And I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Give me the beer. So I drink the beer and I get on stage and I can see her. And she's just like on her phone. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. So I go up there. I do my fucking thug thizzle. You know what I'm saying? Make the crowd laugh or whatnot. And I come off and she's like, oh, you're funny. And I'm like, how the fuck would you know if I'm funny? Your head was in the phone the whole time. Now, mind you, at that point, my friends are over her now because they felt like that was disrespectful. I felt like it was disrespectful too. And I know what you're thinking. You don't need your eyes to fucking hear. But still, you know, it's one of those things. I just fucking want to see you looking at me. You have to be able to take it all in. All of it. So, we leave. But apparently, she was on her phone searching somewhere that would have the piece that she needs. It was on our way out. Well, before we're on our way out, the host of the show, who put me on there, thank you so much. She's like, hey, what do you want? You want a shot of something? I'm like, sure, let me get a shot of Patron. Because like I said, I'm kind of in a shitty mood because this girl's in a shitty mood. That's how I'm wired. Things affect me. I'm human. So, I take this shot of Patron, which is not a shot of Patron. It's a double shot of Patron, and they even put it in a plastic cup. So, I walk out the fucking door with that shit, and I look at her dead in her face, and I'm like, take it to the head, like my name's Chris Brown. So, we go to the tattoo shop that she looked up during my performance, and we get her belly button all fixed up. And after that, she chilled out a little bit. She was talking in the car, whatever. We're good. And by this time, I'm starting to feel myself. or not really myself. I'm starting to feel the liquor. So we get to Mai Tai. All my close friends are there. I'm juiced. I walk in with this really pretty girl. I'm a little turned up. So the look on my face is pure douchebag. Like, look, she's not a catfish, you fucking bitches. Look what I got. That's how I walked in. That was like my whole aura as I walked through the door. Everything was kind of good. You know, walked into a shot. And her and I started vibing after that. You know, we're talking. Everything is good. Like, it was cool. Then the cake came out. That was cool. Carrie made me this awesome fucking hat cake. It's on my Facebook page. Look for it. And then my friends give me another shot. All I remember is having my arm around her, taking that shot with my friends, and that's it. I don't remember anything else from the night. So everything else that I'm telling you is all fucking hearsay. So, like I said, at this party, it's nothing but my close friends. One of my friends, I've known her since the 6th grade, and I've never had a thing for her. I think she's absolutely beautiful, but, you know, it's just what it is. She's pretty, and that's it. So, like I said, I kind of have in my head that this girl's a bitch because of how she's been acting so far. So when I went on autopilot, that's pretty much all that was in my head, is that this girl's a bitch and who cares about anything else that happens tonight. So, my friend that I've known since the 6th grade, I started telling her, hey, we should kiss. We should just get it out of the way. We should just do it. Because it's always been like this ongoing joke. And I'm like, no, now we should really do it. And she was getting really pissed off about it. She was getting mad, because I guess it's like one of those things, like, you know, you brought me here, and now you're trying to kiss someone else. And I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, because honestly, this fucking girl who I brought with me sent me a text once that said, you look like you eat good pussy. And in my mind, that means she wants to know, right? So what the fuck am I doing? Anyways, so I'm asking my friend that I've known forever if she wants to make out. And I'm like egging it on, and this girl is getting mad. And then finally my friend is like, alright, come on, let's do it. And see, the part that the girl missed because she walked away angry was when my friend said, let's do it. I turned to her and I said, why the fuck would we ever do that? What are you talking about? And I walked away and laughed, because that's the kind of person I am. I do shit like that. So when, you know, I don't know what the fuck I was on at that point. So she's mad. And then I guess I got up to go to the bathroom. And mind you, I'm fucked up. I'm drunk, because they said that I kept drinking after that shot. When I blacked out, I was still going strong, baby. So I go to the bathroom, and my friend goes with me to make sure that I'm okay, because I'm fucked up. And I guess this girl, like, busts in the bathroom, like, what are you guys doing in here? Like, what's happening? And I'm washing my hands, and my friend's like, well, she was going to the bathroom. I was just making sure she was okay. And she's like, well, I'm sure she's fine. She could have asked me to come. Like, don't. So, that's what happened in there. So now it's the end of the night, and we're all going home. If you've ever been to Long Beach at the Pike, above Bubba Gump's, I don't know what it is now, but it used to be Mai Tai. Now, you know, there's 3 flights of stairs coming down, going up. Nice size flights of stairs. Now, my best friend's there, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna run down these stairs. She's like, don't do that. I'm like, no, I'm gonna run down these stairs. She's like, hey, don't run down those stairs, D. Don't do it. And I'm like, nah, man, a nigga been hitting the gym. I can do this. I can do it. She's like, no, really, don't. And before she can get that sentence, I just start running. I start running like fucking Forrest Gump God, I just ran. I made it down the first flight of stairs. I didn't make it down the second flight. Well, I made it down, but I didn't make it down on my feet. I fucking tripped and I rolled down the whole second flight of stairs. And I came to when I smashed, like, I remember smashing my face. Like, not in the moment, but I remember smashing my face. Like, it was like a flash. So I smashed my face on the pole. My friends are coming, and my other best friend, she comes and she's fucking white. So she's fucking crying because she thinks I'm dead. And my brother-in-law comes and he grabs me. He's like, D, you good, man? You good? And I start fake crying. And she's like, oh my God, she's not okay. We need to call the ambulance. And then I start laughing because that's the kind of shit I do. Anyways, and at the top of the stairs, my other best friend is standing with the girl. And the girl's like, well, shit, maybe you guys should just let her roll down the rest of the stairs. And my best friend looks at her and she says, sure, if you roll your ass down there with her, and just walks off. Blair, you's a real one. You a real one. So, I'm drunk as fuck. Like I said, I feel like this girl's been treating me bad all night long. So, I start calling her a bitch. I'm talking to my friend Karen. I'm like, yo, fuck that bitch, man. She's being a fucking bitch. Bitch. Like, I was just going off. And I don't apologize, but I do. It's like one of those things where, you like, in my right mind, I would never go off like that. But I was just feeling it. I was drunk. That's not an excuse. And I am not that person anymore. I don't think. But yeah, I was going ham. I think they even had to hold her back for a minute. I think she tried to fight me when she thought she heard me call her a bitch. So we get in the car to leave. And I'm the type where if I'm too drunk, I get motion sickness. So I'm throwing up out the window. Now this I do remember clearly. I'm throwing up out the window. And I just remember her rubbing my back as I'm throwing up. And that was so sweet of her to rub my fucking back. So I wake up the next morning. My fucking face hurts. Like, I touch it like, my face hurts bad. And first I wake up on the couch in, like, my wife beater. And I'm like, how did I get here? Where did the night go? So, of course, I had to make a call. I called my friend Carrie. I'm like, hey, did someone hit me last night? Did I get in a fight? I was like, yo, why does my face hurt? And I was like, why did I wake up on the couch? So she gave me the whole rundown. Hella embarrassing. And so, then I called the girl. Well, I text her. And she's pissed. She's mad. She's like, yeah, you tried to kiss your friend. And I'm like, what? I tried to kiss my friend? You're lying. Like, that didn't happen. So while I'm texting her, I start texting my friend. And she's like, well, yeah. And then she told me what happened. I'm like, oh, well, yeah, that sounds about right. I would never really do it. But, the girl and I, we kind of greased things over a little bit. Like, it was fine. She even sent me some pictures of her in the pool. Like, but I think that they were more for her than my pleasure. Like, I think she just wanted me to see her. I don't know, weird times. But, I'm talking to my friend about it, my friend Carrie, and I'm like, well, she's like a bitch. Like, she was being a bitch all night. Like, I wouldn't have even started drinking like that if she hadn't been such a fucking jerk and blah, 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 blah. And Carrie was like, you do realize we were an hour late to pick her up. I said, what? She said, we were an hour late to pick her up. She had a right to be upset. She should have been upset when we got there because you didn't even apologize. I said, fuck, you was right. I didn't. Honestly, when I first met her, I introduced myself. I said, hi, my name is D. What's up? How are you doing? And then I basically really rushed her in the car. Like, hey, we've got to go. I'm already running late. Like, it wasn't, hey, what's up? My name is D. I really apologize. I'm sorry. We ran into traffic. I apologize for being late. None of that. I never apologized for being late to this girl. And it wasn't like I was 10, 15 minutes. We were an hour and some change late. So thank you, Carrie, for bringing reality back. So then I started feeling kind of bad because I knew I went ham. And I was late as fuck. And she did deserve an apology for that. But I still feel like she was kind of over the edge with the bitchiness, though. Like, it wasn't all my fault. Like, part of that is just her personality. Because we ended up getting into some shit later, and I'm like totally blocked on her Instagram now. I didn't call her a bitch though. I did not call her a bitch. So I did end up apologizing to her for being late. You know, that was my fault. And I tried to explain myself for trying to kiss my friend for fakies. Really pretty girl. To any of my friends and family who want proof of this story, I still have shit saved. So holla at your girl. Anyways, the moral of the story is know your part in things, you know, before you just jump to conclusions. Because, like I said, I just deemed her a major fucking bitch without even adding the fact that I was hella late picking her up. And she did have a right to have a fucking attitude in the beginning and be mean to my ass. And honestly, I feel like if I hadn't blacked out and went on autopilot, maybe we could have saved the night. And maybe she could have seen how good... Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. She could have got it if she wanted it. But, other moral of the story is eat before you drink. The reason why I blacked out is because I hadn't eaten that much. That was the first time I'd eaten that day, and I scarfed the shit down, and I didn't eat that much. And then I was so busy thinking about everything else, I didn't think, like, maybe I should grab a burger or something on the way to this place to where everyone's going to buy me a drink because it's my birthday. Yeah. And if you see the pictures, I look like a complete asshat. Like, I had on a fucking Freddy Krueger shirt that said something about partying. I don't know. I wear that shit to sleep now. I'm really lucky that that girl didn't just want to go home immediately. So, if you see this girl, fuck, I don't even know what to say. That was just such a crazy night. Like, at least you got to see me fall down the stairs, and I praise God Almighty that Snapchat hadn't been invented yet, because, God, I wouldn't be living that shit down. Anyways, this was a long one. Thank you for bearing with me if you watched this whole thing. And my birthday's on the 14th. Turn up. I won't be running down any stairs. And hopefully I won't end the night calling anybody a bitch or throwing up out the side of anyone's car. I feel like such an asshole every time I tell that story. If you have any comments, tell me what you think. Anyways, this is your girl, Doris Kennedy, aka ASAP Doris, signing out, letting you know, don't be a fucking scumbag. Be nice.